Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Ruth Bellamy. Oh, cool.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Just exploring. Boy, this place just seemed like I've seen better days.
It has indeed. While I doubt you've come to speculate on the lab's present condition, and I must question how you've gained possession of a restricted access card to this facility in the first place, I haven't seen a normal face in days, so I'll get to the more pressing matter at hand. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
Didn't see anyone. It didn't see any hostile on the way here. You could make a run for it.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters. Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
What goes on in these places? You would turn your researcher against you.
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Oh, come on. Your secret's safe with me.
Call me a skeptic, but no, I don't believe it would be. Loose lips sink new product ships, you know?
Forget it.
Happily, of course.
What? I can take care of your problems. I just need you to answer some questions afterwards.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room. The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Yeah.
to make you smile.
Okay. Yeah, it will tell me. Right, so run around to the beeps.
Me? Smile. I just want to be your friend.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that these things are like controlling minds, and this lab is obviously used to breed these things. So probably Rizzo's is trying to find some way to grow these worms so that they can implant them in their employees, making their employees more controllable, increase profits. Because, you know, if employees behave like that, there's no discrepancy among them. Yeah. Oh, hi.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Yeah, just about work efficiency. Bet you anything that these things that are implanted in the people's increase work efficiency by like 2,000%. Some check because they're always happy. Pretty obvious. I don't need to read no documents to figure that out. But where did they get the worms though? That's what I want to know. Maybe we'll figure that out later too. Obviously from this planet, but like where?
I just want to be your friend.
Raptidon? Why is that poster here? I mean, they're parasites, right? So obviously, these things have to come from a native species other than itself, because it needs a host. But then we also have seen bigger ones that doesn't need hosts. Maybe they only need hosts when they're babies. If that's the case.
Found an alternative method of pacification? Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access of confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense. Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Well, someone got murdered. Yeah, so see, like I said, the parasite make them feel good. Pretty obvious.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Wait. I have all the colors though.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time.
You're telling me I can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have all 8 colors. Game. All 8. I guess brown doesn't count.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Hmm. Six of 8.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Congratulations, Inspector. You've
Mosquito
discovered more
stings have
footprints
been known to
belonging
cause
to the deceased
auditory
actress known as
confusion before
Halcyon
death.
Helen.
So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
One, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8.
Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the cycle soon. Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the
Mosquito stings have been known to cause auditory confusion before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Oh, maybe I need the original? Let's go back to R&D. Damn it. Hmm. I'm gonna go look that up. What do I even call that? How do I search this? Spectrum Gatling. Okay.
Did you know that mosquitoes will persistently chase an opponent for miles on end? At Rizzo's, we value the dogged work ethic these noble insects display.
They can't activate the pollinization cycle while guests are here. I'm filing a lawsuit.
Deadly stingers are on the loose. I'll give you anything and everything you want from my collection.
God damn it. Oh, at the hive. Here? I've been in here. Okay.
No active mosquitoes detected outside of the hive. The pollinization cycle is concluded. Unsealing all orchards' gates. Surviving workers may now return to your stations.
Okay.
I'm glad you're back. I'm sure.
Here you go.
Ah, finally. Where have you been all my life, my darling? You and I will make quite a team, won't we? Your pay, good freelancer. I shall win this case in your honor. Forest Mills thanks you for handing the original over, as do I. Perhaps this suit will finally be enough to wrest Rizzo's grasp from Eridanos.
The Spectrum original appears to have vanished. As it shall be.
Okay. So there's just a couple of places I haven't gone. Like here for you.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
I don't think that was Rizzo's slogan, or any slogan for that matters.
Ouch. Well, your candor's appreciated, even if it means I'll have to hit the books even harder tonight. I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
You haven't been causing trouble in the orchard, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
Considering the whole sting you to death thing, I feel like you got off easy.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
Why let them out at all? Better to exterminate them.
No. The mosquitoes are incredibly helpful for the orchards. They almost never get out either, and when they do, it's just a matter of recalling them from hive control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
I found a toxic mix of fertilizer and the weed killer on some purpleberry sapling. Thoughts?
Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
Seems like a bunch of your exterminator automechs are on the warpath. Know anything about that?
Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automechs only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards.
Bots are shooting anything larger than the mosquitoes. Must not have recalibrated targets.
Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up.
You really should just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Is there any sign of beleaguered actors running around?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
What about Spencer Woolrich?
Who?
You're a Burbage fan?
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the canids of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
That's showbiz.
I suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Don't think I've met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
How do you get your position?
Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
Why being an intern was riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Assuming nobody exploits your weaknesses to push you into unemployment.
Wow, that's some decidedly paranoid thinking. I can't imagine someone ever doing something that nasty.
Okay.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Bye. Why did one consider stealing and the other didn't?
Hey, I saw that.
Okay. See.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh, I need to go there. I think the distillation place would get me the final thing I need for the spectrum shit. Wait. 1, 3, 7, 8. Huh? Got it. Don't be you, be better. my science skills is maxed though. Is there a workbench? No workbench. Oh man. But I do know where there was a workbench. To the workbench. Pretty sure it was in this building. Nope. In this building. Nope. What the hell?
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh, I guess it does tell me, huh? I could use only science weapons. $102 damage per shot? That's really weak. The hell? Maybe it's a fast firing gun. It does deal random damage type though. Maybe that's good. I'll use it. Oh, that's a long gun. Huh.
Huh? What was that?
Oh, apparently Rizos is just now aggro against me. Well, well, well. I don't need that. Okay.
Oh, it's you. Fine, I'll take you to your floor. Just hope I don't accidentally hit the shutdown switch.
I'll teach you to threaten me. So much fun.
Gotta be around here somewhere. No, nope, not that. Oh, Helen, what are you doing with one of these? The things I do for you, Bertie.
Okay.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Okay, and more few lives. Doesn't that bother you? Oh my god, I kill so many people though.
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead. Murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Someone stole data from one of your terminals in research and development.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
This happened just before the Wasquito attacks. Someone is trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's RR&D lab.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
What were you going to show her?
Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations.
She spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
I'll let you know.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest reading the hotel coroner's autopsy report. You'll find it on her terminal.
Hey, why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in my room?
Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke?
There was a Rizzo's mascot poking around in my room. I'd like to know why.
I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service, I think.
What about a cleaning service? Because I'm not wiping a mascot bits off of my floor.
Oh, for law's sake. Never mind. I don't care. The hotel is Cedric's concern, which means this is now his problem.
It was a misunderstanding. I just wanted to know if you had anything to do with it.
I most certainly did not. My policy toward Eridanos is one of, shall we say, benign negligence. I keep my distance and don't involve myself unless necessary. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm.
I'll take your word for it.
Was there anything else?
Nope. Okie dokie. Luck and inspiration. Don't need either.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
I don't know why people keep attacking me. Very dumb.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh my god, what happened in here?
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel
No shit.
room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
There's some worrying discoloration in his eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
So Black Hole Birdie was not here. Interesting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat sized.
Amplifier, analyze the footprints.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there.
This isn't enough of a lead. Better keep looking around.
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
I can make out the word station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Cold, any idea what happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
The clues I find point me to the Phaeton Pilot House weather monitoring station. Ooh, someone was trying to steal something.